The average American driver spends $940 a year on tires and tire-related services. Roughly $300 of that goes to fixes that were either misdiagnosed, done too early, or flat out unnecessary. And the single biggest reason is that most people walk into a shop not knowing the difference between wheel balancing and wheel alignment. Two completely different services, two completely different problems, and shops love it when you confuse them. That confusion is the most profitable misunderstanding in the tire industry. One service costs $15 per wheel. The other starts around $75 and can run past $200. When you can't tell which one you actually need, you pay for whichever one the shop recommends. And that recommendation doesn't always line up with what your car is telling you. What balancing actually is. Most people think wheel balancing has something to do with how their wheels are pointed. It doesn't. Balancing is about weight distribution. When a tire is mounted on a rim, the combined weight is never perfectly even all the way around. There's always a heavy spot, sometimes from the valve stem, sometimes from a minor inconsistency in the rubber during manufacturing. A balancing machine spins the wheel at high speed and identifies where that heavy spot is.
Then, a technician clips or sticks small zinc or steel weights to the opposite side of the rim to compensate. We're talking about corrections measured in quarter-ounce increments. That's how sensitive this is. If your steering wheel vibrates at highway speed, specifically between 55 and 70 miles per hour, and the vibration goes away below 45, that's almost always a balance issue. Not alignment, not warped rotors, balance. What alignment actually is. Now here's where it gets more expensive. Alignment has nothing to do with the weight of your wheels. It's about the angles. Your wheels aren't supposed to point perfectly straight ahead and sit perfectly vertical. They're set at very precise angles by the factory. There are three measurements that matter. Camber, which is how much the wheel tilts inward or outward when viewed from the front. Toe, which is whether the fronts of your tires point slightly toward each other or away from each other. And caster, which affects your steering return. On most passenger cars, the factory toe spec is somewhere between 0.05 and 0.20 degrees. That's a fraction of a degree. A pothole hit at 40 miles per hour can knock your toe out by 0.3 degrees in a single impact. And that tiny shift can shave 10,000 miles off a $180 tire. That's real money disappearing into uneven wear you won't notice until it's too late.
The symptom people always misread. And this next one is something almost every car owner does without realizing it. Your car pulls slightly to the right while driving. You Google it, every forum says alignment. But here's what nobody mentions. Tire pressure difference of just 3 psi between your left and right front tires will cause a pull that feels exactly like an alignment issue. Before you spend $100 on an alignment, check your pressures with a digital gauge, not the pencil-type ones from the gas station, which can read off by 3 to 5 psi. Set all 4 tires to the door jam spec, drive 10 miles, and check again. If the pull disappears, you just saved yourself a completely unnecessary alignment. If it's still there, then you go to the shop with confidence. The upsell that costs you the most. But here's where it gets more expensive. The most common upsell in the tire industry is bundling a balancing and alignment together every time you buy new tires. Balancing after a new tire mount? Yes, that's mandatory. The machine does it during installation, and it should be included in the mounting fee, which runs $20 to $25 per tire at most independent shops and $15 per tire at Costco. But alignment at every tire purchase? That depends entirely on your car.
If your old tires wore evenly across the tread, inner edge, center, and outer edge all within 1/32 of an inch of each other, your alignment was fine. Paying $120 for a 4-wheel alignment you didn't need is not maintenance, it's margin for the shop. Ask to see your old tires before they dispose of them. Run your hand across the tread. If one edge is noticeably smoother or lower than the other, alignment is justified. If the wear is even, save your money. The car types that change everything. Now, this one is going to contradict what most mechanics tell you. Not every car needs alignment at the same intervals. A 2019 Toyota Camry on stock suspension with 40,000 miles and no pothole damage can go its entire tire life without a single alignment, and the wear will be perfectly even. But a 2021 Ford Bronco with 33-inch aftermarket tires and a 2-inch lift kit will chew through front tires in 18,000 miles if the alignment isn't rechecked after the modification. Any suspension lift, lowering spring, control arm replacement, or even installing new struts changes your alignment angles. The same applies to any BMW 3 Series or 5 Series from 2015 onward with adaptive suspension. Those cars are more sensitive to toe drift than almost anything else in their price range. Your car's suspension geometry determines your alignment needs, not a calendar schedule and not a shop's blanket recommendation.
The number most shops won't show you. The next one is the one that costs most drivers the most money, and almost nobody talks about it. When a shop performs an alignment, the machine generates a printout, a before and after sheet showing your camber, toe, and caster readings for all 4 wheels. That printout is your proof. It shows what was out of spec and what the technician adjusted. Here's the problem. Roughly 1 in 4 alignment jobs at chain shops result in no printout being offered to the customer. Some shops will charge you $100, put your car on the rack, and adjust nothing because nothing was out of spec, but they still collect the fee. Others will adjust only the front toe and leave the rear camber untouched even though it's out of range because rear adjustments take longer and require more labor. Always ask for the printout before you pay. If the before numbers are all within factory spec, you didn't need the service. If the after numbers still show values outside spec, the job isn't done. That one piece of paper is worth more than the alignment itself. How road conditions decide your schedule. If you've owned your car for more than 2 years, this one is almost certainly relevant to you right now. Where you drive matters more than how much you drive. A driver doing 14,000 miles a year on smooth suburban roads in North Carolina may never need an alignment between tire sets. A driver doing 10,000 miles a year in Michigan, where the American Society of Civil Engineers rated road infrastructure a D-, could need a realignment every 15,000 miles just to keep tire wear even. Frost heave states, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Minnesota, create potholes that reform every spring, and each one is a potential alignment hit. If you live in one of those states and you hit something hard enough to feel it in the steering wheel, get your alignment checked within 500 miles. Don't wait for the pull. By the time you feel the pull, the uneven wear has already started, and that wear doesn't reverse when you fix the alignment. That $300 a year the average driver loses to misdiagnosed tire work comes down to one thing: not knowing which service your car actually needs and when it actually needs it. Balancing fixes vibration. Alignment fixes angles. They are not interchangeable, and no shop should be selling you both unless your symptoms and your tire wear confirm it. Here's what you do today. Walk out to your car, crouch down at the front driver's side tire, and run your fingers across the tread from the inner edge to the outer edge. If one side is noticeably smoother, book an alignment and ask for the printout. If the wear is even, you just confirmed your alignment is fine, and you didn't spend $1 to find out. If this kept money in your pocket, you know what to do.